In the Hitman games, you only have one goal: eliminate the target. And you can do this all sorts of ways, whether it be as simple as sniping them, or you could do something like this. You could even disguise yourself as a means to reach your target. You could disguise yourself as a guard, a chef, hell, you could even dress yourself up as a clown, or even wear a flamingo suit. Unfortunately today, we can't do any of that fun stuff because we're doing one of the hardest challenges in Hitman, the Silent Assassin Suit Only Challenge. But assuming you don't know what that means, it's quite simple. You have to kill your target without anybody knowing an assassin was there. And you can't change your disguise either. To add on top of that, I'm playing Hitman on PC for the first time, which means I have nothing cool or special in my inventory. No ducks, no explosives, no poison, nothing. So we've landed in Dubai with only fiber wire, 3 coins, and the ICA 19 we were handed. Here, we've been tasked with eliminating 2 very old men, Marcus, I can't pronounce his last name, and Carl Ingram. What did he do exactly? Honestly, I don't know. Regardless, here we are. Now, instead of running into the socialite party going on throughout most of the map, I snuck into the employee-only area and snuck past the world's most oblivious guards. Scaled across the world's tallest building with absolutely no fear in my face whatsoever, and knocked a few people out. I grabbed the keycard, pushed some buttons, and now my 2 targets were meeting up in the penthouse upstairs. So I snuck up there, tripped a guard with a banana, and snuck into their meeting. Once I snuck into my target's meeting, I activated the lockdown feature, and they were trapped. After locking them inside, I shot the chandelier down, which killed both of my targets, and I hid their bodies. And then I escaped through the elevator shaft, and was somehow not seen by that guy. And that's how I got Silent Assassin in Dubai in just 14 minutes and 8 seconds. The next mission takes us to Dartmoor, England, where we have to kill Alexa Carlisle. This mission was the easiest out of all of them because all we had to do was climb around her house and sneak into this weird room she has in the side of her office and wait for her to arrive, which took about 15 minutes. Once she arrived, I smothered her with a pillow, stole the file she had on a man named Arthur Edwards, and escaped the same way I arrived. And that's how I got Silent Assassin in just 15 minutes in Dartmoor. And that brings us to a nightclub in Berlin, Germany, where we have to kill 5 ICA agents. And to be honest, I'm just gonna give you a montage of me killing all of them, because that is way too many targets. But that's how I somehow completed Berlin, my most hated map, in just 24 minutes and 43 seconds. After leaving Berlin, we went to the mission that took me the longest time. Not because those targets were hard to kill, but because I had to go all the way to the data core. And honestly, I forgot what that was like because the last time I did that was all the way in 2021 when the game launched. Killing the targets was very simple. All I had to do was shoot down about 7 drones, and the 2 targets would meet up. So I killed them both with a sniper shot, and I had to struggle my way through the hidden ICA facility just to erase Diana and Agent 47's data from their database. And that took me about maybe an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. But after all of that, all I had to do was scan a little thing and then somehow I teleported out of there. And that's how I got Silent Assassin and Chongqing in like an hour and a half. Next, we have to go to Mendoza to kill 2 targets, Dawn Yates and Tamara Vidal. But there's the catch of this. You see, Tamara Vidal, one of our targets, is being accompanied by our friend Diana, and we cannot knock her out or kill her. And they both are being followed by 2 guards. Regardless, we get an invitation to the party from Diana, and we have to figure out how to kill both of our targets. Originally, I had the idea of sniping both of the targets, but I realized that was probably way too risky. So I broke into Don Yates' house, knocked out his wife, and then killed him with a battle axe and hid him right next to his wife. But for Tamara, it was way more complicated. You see, she and Diana frequently visit a security room. So when she and Diana were going into that security room, I distracted one of her guards and knocked him out, and did the same exact thing when another one was leaving. And just like that, the 2 were unaccompanied by anyone except each other. But the special thing about Diana is that if we commit a crime in front of her, she does not care at all. So all we had to do was push Tamara over the edge, follow Diana to the dance floor, and we were done. And that's how I got Silent Assassin in Mendoza. Finally, we spawn on a train, and the objectives say I'm allowed to eliminate ICA agents. So okay, I'm just kidding. And if you didn't notice, I did that on console. So let's try that again, properly. It was actually very simple to get Silent Assassin on Untouchable. You see, we're just on a train in the middle of the Romanian mountains, and it's very easy to just scale across the sides of it and run across the roof. Even though I'm 80% sure 47 is freezing his toes off. But after blinding a ton of very heavily armed guards and sneaking past some office workers, we reached the front of the train, where our target, Arthur Edwards, resides. I mean, he doesn't live there, but anyways. Our target has a needle that erases your memory, and he said if we inject ourselves, we can forget, or we could always inject him. But I decided to inject myself, and I got a very cool Easter egg, but also because I wanted the achievement so I didn't have to get it later. But just like that, I got Silent Assassin for Untouchable. Probably the slowest I've ever done it, but that's alright. And that's the entirety of Hitman 3 with Silent Assassin suit only. Now if you excuse me, I'm probably gonna go take a nap now. Thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a good New Year's. Or whatever you're celebrating whenever you're watching this video.